We had a lovely email from Gaia about we were discussing like autism and ADHD and stuff on a previous podcast.
Yeah.
We had this lovely email. She said, and we were talking about being diagnosed and ADHD, and you've often thought you exhibit
I
some
was told I have it.
Yeah, right. So, but she just made a very interesting point, which was the reason more people get autism diagnoses nowadays is not because there are suddenly more of us, but because the diagnostic criteria are being expanded to include more symptoms, including adults, girls, women, people of colour. So hopefully more people can actually finally get a diagnosis for what they're struggling with, because the world is catching up and hopefully now finally realising that autism is not just, as she puts it, little white boys.
Right. Okay.
Portrayal in the media, and this is why I wanted to read this out, because I hope and I feel like we've talked about it as sensitively as we can, bearing in mind we're not experts. But portrayal in the media is unfortunately still far from perfect and not a good representation of the entire spectrum of autistic people. But we seem to be moving in the right direction, mostly for that. I'm very grateful. Love your podcast. Excited to see you in November. That was Gaia.
Thing is, though, if you've got a mate that's on the spectrum, depending on how far they're down the spectrum, you can take them to a casino. They can count cards.
Okay.
I need a Rain Man friend.
There's the portrayal in the media that Guy is referring to.
I'm just joking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's just banter. My nephew's got Asperger's, you know, and I've got family that are on the spectrum, and I'm one of them. But you know, I think a good thing about any of this is talking about it makes it more in the public domain, and also doesn't define who somebody is. You know, at the end of the day, if you're autistic, it means, or if you're on the spectrum, it means you might be poor at doing certain things, but you're amazing at other things. You know what I mean? You just got to find your way in life, like a lot of people. See, it was good, that, wasn't it?
I'm tearing up a little bit. I'm so glad I came.